Here is a vintage Kenner Indiana Jones figure, still sealed on the package. This figure was released in 1982, and Raiders of the Lost Ark was in theaters during 1981, so it wasn't available for some time after Raiders of the Lost Ark was out. I first got this figure after seeing Temple of Doom, so that means it was still available in stores even up until 1984. And if I remember correctly, it was even available in 1985. I think generally toy lines were available in stores for a lot longer than they are today. It's the 4-back with 4 figures available, which was the first release of this card. You can also see the playsets that were available at the time, the Well of the Souls and the Map Room playset. So these playsets were out pretty early with the figure line. I have a review of the Map Room playset on my channel if you want to check that out. I also remember before I got my Indy figure, my friend and I improvised Indiana Jones out of a Han Bestman figure, and weren't quite satisfied with that because he didn't have a hat, and all his clothes were the wrong color as well. But when you're a kid, you'll do things like that. Looking back on it, it was a big deal to go out and get a toy, because you had to get your parents on board, and they would have questions for you like what movie is this, what's the movie about, and do you really need this? And you had to do a sales job on your parents in order to get a new toy. It was especially tricky with Indiana Jones because the movies were known to be so violent and a little bit dark, and I think my parents were a little bit on the puritanical side as far as letting us watch those kind of movies. I got to go see Temple of Doom because I was hanging out with my brother and his friend, and they were both 2 years older than me, and my brother's this friend's parents allowed them to go see Temple of Doom, and I got to go along. And otherwise, I don't think my parents would have approved of me seeing that movie at that age. So it was kind of a parental loophole that allowed me to see Temple of Doom. Although the movies had a dark side, they also seemed like they were tailor-made for kids because of the adventure, and Indy had a bullwhip, and it was very appealing for kids, which is a funny combination. Did you have this figure as a kid? What are your memories of Indiana Jones? Thanks for watching, and please leave a comment.